This is a SONAX Premium Class leather care kit. And I'm going to show you what's in it and also how to use it. First up, let's do some unboxing. People on YouTube love that stuff. Look at this bag. Wow, it's amazing. In the kit, you get a lovely bag, which has a zip. Inside, you get 2 bottles of the Premium Class leather cleaner. 1 and 2. You get a leather cleaning brush. You get a leather wiping cloth. You get the Premium Class leather care. You get an applicator for the Premium Class leather care, and you get an instruction manual for it, which is very, very in detail and in depth. So that's what you get in the bag, which is really actually nice and quality. I really like that. I'm going to have one for myself. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to use it, and we're going to be doing it on these lovely red seats. So these are showing quite a lot of dirt because they're quite shiny, and we can actually see some dirt in the wrinkles and stuff on the leather. Shiny leather is dirty leather. It should be like a matte finish. It should also be quite grippy. This is really slippery. So this kit here will deep clean, remove the slidiness, the slipperiness, restore the color, and also then the leather care will protect it with UV inhibitors to help the leather. Also, it will give a softening effect, an anti-creak effect so it doesn't squeak, and it has a moisture resistant protection and helps stop resoiling. All sounds great. So let's get into it. So first step, I'm going to put everything else back in the bag actually because I really like this bag. First step, we take our cleaner and the brush. Okay, so we give this a good shake. This is a foaming nozzle, so it helps you not to over soak the leather. And we'll put some lumps on, and then we'll work sort of like panel by panel. So we'll do this section first. We'll spread the cleaner around, and then we'll get in with the brush. So you don't need to go like really gouging at it, there's no need. Just a very light scrubbing because the bristles will help get into the grain of the leather and start pulling the dirt out. So, after some cleaning, we take the cloth, which is conveniently white, so you can see how dirty your leather is. We will then give this a wipe off, revealing not only a small bit of colour, but a lot of horrible brown dirt. And if we keep wiping that, you should see, as it's drying, the absolute difference between this one and this panel here. So let's continue around the seat base. Okay, that is the base cleaned. You can see there's a mixture of a lot of dirt and a bit of the red colouring. That's typical with the older cars because actually leather is painted. Some people think this is the colour of the skin, but I've never seen a bright red cow running around before, so it's definitely base coated, which is the color, which in this case is red, and then it's clear coated on top. And over the years, as vehicles get older, the clear coat wears away from all the bums that have been in and out, and then it gets down to the color coat. So when you see color transfer, which is easy on a red seat, you know, black leather and grey leather is more difficult because it can be, you know, disguised as dirt or in with the dirt. But with red, it's pretty obvious. But as I said, that's quite typical. The clear coat's worn away. But just some light cleaning as we've done can really, really improve it. So after the cleaning, we now need to put some leather care on. So that's where we go back to our amazing bag, grab our applicator and our premium class leather care. Give this a good shake. And you don't need a lot of this product. You only need a very, very small amount. So we can put a couple of pea-sized bits on. I'm gonna work that into the applicator a little bit, just so I don't mash it all into the first bit of leather it comes in contact with. And then from there, I'm literally going to use this to just massage it into the leather. And this will help to give a softening effect, restoring the original soft finish, also restoring the color. But the main thing is the protection, the UV protection, the anti-creak, and to help stop resoiling. Okay. So you can see it's given it like a bit more of a sheen, but that's because it's still wet and it needs to dry in. Once that starts drying back, you'll start to see it restore the original finish. Some leather is like semi-matte or satin. Some leather is glossy, especially in older cars. But if it's a modern vehicle, you know, within the last 10 years or so, most of the leather in the car is matte. So if you have a modern car and it's looking shiny, you need to buy this kit. But it's a great kit. You can keep it in the boot, in the bag. You're going to be able to do your car multiple times with this. I'd say 5 to 10 times. And you only really need to keep cleaning it once every 6 months. The leather care you can reapply as and when needed. But you can see that's lovely restored. It's now nice and soft and grippy now, not that horrible slidey effect it had before. Also suitable for any leather in the vehicle, like the steering wheel, which picks up the worst amount of dirt because you're always touching it with your sweaty, dirty hands. So let's take the premium class leather cleaner, spread around. This is really dirty. Nothing against you, just it's never been cleaned. Told you it was really dirty. Quite a big difference between this side and that side. Shiny, slippery, horrible, and then lovely, grippy and soft. Yeah. Pretty bad. Let's put some leather care on. Beautiful. There we go, one clean, protected steering wheel. Okay. And there we go, that's the Premium Class leather care kit. Jump onto the website, sonax.co.uk, and pick yourself up a kit. So there we go. That is the Premium Class leather care kit and how to use it. Thanks for watching. We have plenty more videos on our channel. Check them out. Hit like, hit subscribe, comment. I think that's what you're supposed to do. And please check out our other videos.